Hello, hello, hello. This is Desiree coming to you on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday from Queer.Love.Light, a sacred portal that I have started to share wisdom, insights, practical tools to activate our innate self-healing power and raise our collective consciousness as LGBTQ souls in this wonderful world. So I want to wish those who celebrate the Chinese Lunar New Year a very, very happy Chinese New Year. It is the first day of the Chinese New Year today in the West, and in the East it is the dawn of the second day of Chinese New Year. So I myself come from a Chinese tradition, my heritage, so my family is celebrating Chinese New Year back home in Malaysia. I am also honoring my ancestors here every year during Chinese New Year. That's what I do as a ritual to honor all the blessings and the heritage that I have received from my ancestors. So again, I wish all of you who celebrate the Chinese New Year a very, very happy, joyous, prosperous Chinese New Year. So this year in the Chinese zodiac, it is the year of the water rabbit. And in my New Year episode, I did share about some qualities of the rabbit that we can learn from. The rabbit is known as having the qualities of being gentle, contemplative, and very good at adapting to change. And I think that especially the quality of adapting to change is very much, I would say, needed in this world that we live in today, with all kinds of changes that are always happening all the time. You know, the pace of change is much, much faster than I think in the recent years, as you may agree, especially with, you know, the challenging times and changing times that we all are experiencing. So today I would love to talk about service. I shared the meme not so long ago about service is joy. And that is actually a message that I love quoting from this very well-known quote from Tagore. And many of you may have heard of it as well. And it is, "I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy." So I love this quote very, very much. And, you know, this has become a message much more prominent to me on my spiritual journey in the past 10 years, as I came into my spiritual awakening that many of you may know from my previous episodes, when I shared about my own journey of service, of waking up to the journey of service. So, and I've shared before that when I came upon the teachings of my spiritual teacher, Dr. and Master Sha, whom I am internally indebted to for awakening me to the real purpose of my life, my true calling as a spiritual being, and it is a call to service. And one of the teachings that really touched my heart from Master Sha is that he opened my heart, my mind, my eyes to the fact that everyone and everything, in fact, is a universal servant. And what do we mean by that? If you think about it, every person, every being, every object even, Mother Nature, everyone has a purpose, and they are actually serving a purpose. Like the trees are serving a purpose. The birds are serving a purpose. Our cell phones are serving a purpose, to help, improve our lives or make things more convenient, more positive, more easy, more enjoyable for us, for each of us. So, of course, not everything is positive in this world. We also have the negative, the shadow side, the dark side of phenomena as well in this world. Now, would you call that service as well? Well, if you look at it from a bird's eye view, or for a higher, I would say, perspective, or a different perspective, even the negative things in our life, the negativity in our lives that we experience, challenges and what have you, are actually also serving a purpose. Whether we are ready to accept it or not, or whether we acknowledge it or not, or whether we are aware of it or not, they are also serving a purpose. Maybe it could be, some challenge that we face in our life, and of course we don't want that for anybody. It's unpleasant and difficult, but they're always there to serve us, to maybe perhaps allow us to be more aware of certain things, certain areas in our lives, certain aspects in our lives that need to be improved or transformed or healed. So in that regard, you can say, indeed, everyone and everything is a universal servant. They're all serving a purpose for the greater good, So it may not always be positive, but there's always a message, a lesson, something that we can learn from and grow from it, and all evolve as spiritual beings. Because again, I go back to that wisdom teaching that I also learned, that everyone and everything is a soul, meaning everyone and everything is a vibrational field, which is the soul, that carries positive, negative information at any given time. So going back to service is joy is also something that I discovered, on my journey of awakening, that indeed, everything I say, I think, I do, I act on, is a form of service. And of course, we have the option every moment, any given moment of the day, to choose what kind of service do we want to offer in that given moment. It can be that moment of communication, and it can be any kind of moment, because everyone and everything is a universal servant. So everything we do, say, think is a form of service. Whether it's good or not is up to us to choose and decide. So I hope that this will make sense to you, and help ourselves to reflect on every single moment what kind of service we want to offer others, offer Mother Earth, or offer even ourselves, or our family members. So, of course, the best service is one of the best services is, of course, to offer love, compassion, forgiveness, all the positive qualities that we, are capable of bringing forth through our actions and speech and thought. So I'm not sure if, you have thought about service in this context, and I invite you to think about it. And in today's meditation, I'd like to invite us to meditate on what service means to you. And perhaps, at the beginning of the year, contemplate about what kind of service do you want to offer this year in your New Year's resolution. And as I have shared in the last episode, I believe my New Year edition, about how our New Year's resolution would be most highly guided if it came from our soul. So I did a play of words on New Year's resolution and invited people to connect with their own heart and soul to go deeper and really discover, if you haven't already, what is the goal? What are the goals? What are the New Year resolutions that our souls actually want us to perhaps embark on? What are the New Year resolutions from our soul? Instead of just using our minds and our egos to determine what those New Year's resolution could be. Of course, we still need to use our minds to discern and decide. However, if we connect to that deeper inner knowing, that intuition that is our soul, we perhaps may find a higher purpose for our New Year's resolutions. So along the same line of finding and discovering or rediscovering our New Year's resolution, today I invite us to contemplate on service. What's in this new year that I can offer myself or our community or our families or our workplace, our country, our city, a form of service or different forms of service that would be meaningful for us in this new year. Okay, so let us now prepare to meditate together, and this is going to be a short meditation focused on connecting to the topic, the subject of service is joy. So close your eyes and focus your mind in your lower abdomen, which is our energy foundational center that generates healing frequency vibrations and also our life force. So take a deep breath in all the way to your lower abdomen. Take a moment to ground yourself and quiet the mind chatter by focusing our attention in our lower abdomen. Breathe into your lower abdomen and fill your lower abdomen with the greatest love and light. Take another deep breath into your lower abdomen, and as you breathe into your lower abdomen, just imagine that you are breathing in golden, healing light. And this healing light lights up your lower abdomen, nourishing you and grounding you, preparing you for this meditation. And take a moment to connect with your own inner being. Notice how you're feeling. And let's connect with our own soul, which is a light being that's sitting in our lower abdomen. Just imagine this golden light being in our lower abdomen. And you say hello to our own dear soul, our spirit within. Dear our own beloved soul, we love you. And we ask our own soul for a message of what kind of service would benefit us in this year of the rabbit, 2023. Is there a kind of service that I should focus on, that I can offer my talent, my abilities, to allow me to make this world a better place? What kind of service should I be offering? So continue to breathe in deeply and let us spend a few quiet moments so that you can connect with your own soul, your own spirit, this golden light being, this little voice that is our true intuition. So connect and listen with your heart. Continue to breathe in deeply into your lower abdomen And focus your mind, your lower abdomen. And breathe in this golden light into your lower abdomen. From the universe to nourish us, heal, rejuvenate us, to prepare us for the new year. What is it that you are hearing from your own soul about service? Take another deep breath in as we begin to close this meditation. Breathe into your lower abdomen. Continue to relax and be grounded. And slowly open your eyes when you're ready. So that was a very short meditation. I hope you were able to go to a deep place within your own inner being to connect with your beloved soul. Let me know if you've heard any message about service, what kind of service that you have been called to offer in this new year. For me, I heard from my own soul and it was very, very excited. And one of the funny things that I heard it say was, I'm jumping up and down like a rabbit because I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be serving more and more LGBTQ souls this year. And I can feel that excitement within my being, what the future holds, especially in this new year. So my message was to serve more LGBTQ souls with what I have to offer. And truly, you know, in my experience, in my journey, service is truly joy. It is. You know, there was one time I remember somebody asked me, you know, what lights you up? And I said, you know, I light up when I know that I have made a difference in somebody's life. You know, that really is what lights me up these days, is what have I been able to offer other people that have made a difference in their day, in their lives, you know. And it truly is joy when I discover that. So I strive to offer the best service I can, you know, be the best version I can every day. You know, I don't always succeed, you know, like everybody. We have our ups and downs, and, you know, some days are better than others, but, you know, we all are trying our very best to be the best versions of ourselves and, you know, offer the best that we can be. So I really am very, very inspired to meet other folks like yourselves, you know, who are interested in offering more service that can be joy that we bring to ourselves, but not only that, you know, we bring to whoever is receiving the service that we have to offer. And that can be in the form of anything. As we talked about in the beginning of this show, everyone and everything is a universal servant. And hence everything we say, we do, we think is a form of service. So I thank you for joining this show and joining me in this beautiful meditation today. It was very meaningful for me on this first day of Chinese New Year. I hope you were able to receive some kind of message from your own soul. And, you know, in the beginning, you know, if you're new to meditation, you may not have heard anything, or you find your mind difficult to quiet down, you know, and you may be questioning yourself, did I just hear from my soul, or was it just me, you know, talking to myself in my mind chatter, you know? So don't worry, you know, the more you practice, the more you go into silence in meditation, and it could take time, but we will hear, even if it's just a word. Sometimes, you know, when you begin to kind of connect with your own spirit, your own soul, it could just be one word, you know, but you know that word didn't really come from your head. It came from your heart, or from this very deep place of silence. And it could be just like a word like love. And that's enough. So that is your service. So this year, I'm going to focus on giving more love, you know? And that can be in many shapes and form of love. So I invite you to go back to the meditation if you need to try it again, or continue to just practice and just meditate on what kind of service I would like to offer this year or beyond. I encourage you to go back to the meditation and just focus in your lower abdomen and connect with your own soul, that place of silence, and just see if you hear anything, receive anything. And like I said, it can just be one word, you know? It doesn't have to be a conversation that goes on and on and on, you know, with a laundry list of, oh, what kind of service 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and how am I going to go about that? You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. In fact, if the message comes in very short sentences or short words, they are more likely to be from your true self, from your true intuition, your soul, because you're not using your mind. You know, they come from this deep place trying to communicate to you, you know, what that message could be. And then once you receive that word or that sentence, and after the meditation, then you can maybe use your mind then to connect to that message or that word and understand deeper, you know, what that could mean to you. So once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to hearing from you. You can reach out to me here on Facebook, or you can also email me at Queer.Love.Light queer.Love.Light@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from all of you. If you have any insights and sharing experiences you'd like to share, I'd love to hear from you. And I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. And I will see you next time. Until then, be queer, be love, and be the light that the world needs. Bye now. Take care.